Good morning, kindergartners. This is Mrs. Nakano, and I'm coming to you to do another Draw as I Draw. You may have heard a story this week that Mrs. Van Ray read all about Christopher Columbus. So today's Draw as I Draw is going to be drawing the 3 ships that Columbus took on his journey. You're going to need some things to be ready for this Draw as I Draw. You're going to need a piece of white paper. You're going to need to have some crayons, and you're also going to need to have a pencil because we're going to do some writing with it. Take a second, pause the video, then come back to me and we'll start our Draw as I Draw. All right, I'll see you guys in a second. All right, friends, in the past when we've done Draw as I Draw, our paper has been vertical, up and down. Today's Draw as I Draw is going to be horizontal. So you want to make sure that it's longer than it is tall, okay? The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get your blue crayon out. We're going to draw the ocean that Christopher Columbus went across with his 3 ships. So I'm going to tell you what I tell our kids in our class, and that is if you're a really big colorer and you really love it, you're going to start with your wave line up higher on the paper, and then you'll have more blue ocean to color. And then you can add some details after we're done with the Draw as I Draw. Or if you don't want to color as much, you need to start with your wave a little lower down on the page. Okay? I'm okay with coloring, so I'm going to start a little lower than the middle. And I'm going to start by making our cup shape all the way across the paper. I'm going to start on the left-hand side because that's just how we read. Left to right, top to bottom. So I'm going to start at the very edge of the page, and I'm going to start just by making a cup. So I have my crayon right against the edge. I'm going to go cup, and then I'm going to follow that cup down, make another cup. Follow that cup, make another cup down. And I'm going to keep on doing that all the way across my paper. Now, did you know that I'm going slow? That's because I want to take my time and do my best. Usually when you start to speed up on your waves, then things go very sideways. So I'm going to keep on going down and cup all the way across my paper. Can I stop? No? Okay. What about now? I'm done. No? Okay, I'll keep on going all the way across the paper. I'm taking my time and doing my best. All right, look at that. We've got an ocean ready to go for our 3 ships to be sailing on. I want you to put your blue crayon away, and you're going to get your brown crayon out. With your brown crayon, we're going to draw the body, the part that sits in the water of the 3 boats. We're going to make the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Kindergarten rule of 3. I want to make it look like my ship is actually in the water. So I'm going to make 3 cups, 1 for each ship. I'm going to start above the water line. Then when I go down, 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 I'm going to curve underneath the water line. And that's going to be the shape of my ship's body. You want to make sure that your cup is not too big, not too small, just right, Goldilocks size, because we want enough room for details too, and to be able to label it at the end. So I'm going to start above the water line. I'm going to go down below the waves and cup. There's 1 done, 3 minus 1 that I've already done, 2 more to go. I'm going to hop over a little bit, so I'm in the middle. I'm going to go down, 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 cup. There's 2, and 1 more left to go. Start above the water, down, 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 cup, all the way to the other side. So now I've got the 3 bodies of the boat. I need to close the top of the boat now, so I'm going to start again on my first ship on the left-hand side, just like how we read. Start at the top, little cup to the other side, little cup to the other side, little cup to the other side. There's the bodies of our boat. Now we're going to make that tall, tall part that comes up on the ship that the sails sit on. So I'm going to take that brown crayon and go in the middle of the top of the boat, and I'm going to make a little vertical up, hop, little vertical up, hop, little vertical up. Now we're starting the mast for our sails. I want you to think about what color you want to do for the sails. You can do your own choice for this one. I know that kindergartners use a variety of colors, so I'm going to choose a color that I haven't used yet. I'm going to choose red. So you're going to take your sail color and you're going to start on the ship on the left, and you're going to make a vertical line across. I'm going to touch the top of that little vertical line that I just made. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a horizontal line. Good gracious. Next, I'm going to make a horizontal line that touches my vertical. Horizontal line that touches my vertical. Do you see how we're doing a pattern? What we do to one, we do to all of the ships. All three of them will match at the end. Next, I'm going to hop a little ways up on each of my ships, and I'm going to make another horizontal line. Horizontal hop, horizontal hop, horizontal hop. Ooh, it's looking more ship ready. Now I'm going to make a vertical line to connect on each side of the horizontal lines for the shape of the sail. All three get the same detail. Look at that. I have 4 shapes that have tops and bottoms that match and sides that match. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners on each of my sails. Do you know what shape that is? That's a rectangle. You're right. So we have rectangular shapes on there. Rectangular means in the shape of a rectangle. I'm going to take my brown crayon back up, and I'm going to make a tiny vertical line on the top of each of my sails for a place for their flag to sit. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Oh, so cute. Okay, put your brown crayon away and choose a flag color. I'm going to go with purple on there because I'm continuing to use my variety of colors. I'm going to start at the top of my tiny vertical line, and I'm going to make another tiny vertical line. Then I'm going to slide to the side diagonal, and I'm going to make a horizontal line back to connect. 3 sides, 3 corners. That's right, it's a triangle. What I do to one ship, I do to all of them. So I'm going to start in my next ship and go tiny vertical up, diagonal, horizontal. 2 flags down, 1 to go. Tiny vertical up, diagonal, horizontal back. Now we have the 3 ships of Columbus. We're going to add some details. We're going to give them a pretty day to sail in the ocean. Please get your yellow crayon out. If you remember from our last Draws I Draw, I don't have yellow, I have orange. You need to use your imagination. And imagine that the color that I'm using is yellow as well. I'm going to start at the very top of my page on the left-hand side. I'm going to put my crayon there, and I'm going to make a diagonal line over to the left-hand side of the paper. This is going to be our sun. Then I'm going to make some diagonal lines facing the other way for the rays of sunshine. It's a nice, pretty day to sail the ocean. I'm going to get my blue crayon out next, and I'm going to make clouds in the air, but I'm going to make them a little different than I've done in the past. I'm not going to show you the whole shape of the clouds. We're going to show the clouds only partway in the picture. So I'm going to find an empty space at the top of the page. I'm going to start with my blue crayon up there, and I'm going to make those cup shapes again. 1, 2, 3. See how I didn't make the cup come all the way to top, touch at the top? You want to leave a little bit of space. I'm going to make one more cloud. 1, 2, 3 cups. Now we have our clouds. Because the person looking at our picture doesn't know which ship is which, we're going to get our pencil out and we're going to label these ships. Remember, when you label something, you write the word to match the picture. Get your pencil out. We're going to start with the ship on the left-hand side. This is our Santa Maria. Say Santa Maria. Now, since Santa Maria is the name of the ship, we need to make sure that we start with a capital letter. I'm going to find a space to write, and I've got to remember to use my small, neat handwriting so I can fit in all the words. I'm going to start in between and make a capital S. Now, all the rest of my letters are going to be lowercase because when you capitalize, you only capitalize that first letter. Next, I'm going to make a curve and close A, little line down, mountain to the side N, tall line down, cross T, and another A. Now I have the first part is Santa Maria. Maria is like the middle name of the ship. So I'm going to go down below where I wrote Santa, and I'm going to write Maria. Since Maria is the name as well, I need to use a capital. That's right. So I'm going to start with capital M, A, R, I, A. And then I'm going to make an arrow pointing to the ship that I just named. Now everybody will know that first ship is the Santa Maria. The next ship that we're going to label is the Pinta. The Pinta is going to be the ship in the middle. So right beside again, I'm going to start with a capital letter because it's the title. It's the name of that ship. So I'm going to make a capital P. I is little line down, dot at the top. N, little line down, mountain above the middle. T is a tall letter, cross in the middle, and A at the end. And again, I'm going to make an arrow pointing to the ship that I'm labeling. So we have the Santa Maria, the Pinta. Now we need the Nina. Oh, so cutie patootie. Over here, we're going to start with a capital letter again because Nina is the name. We're going to make an N like Nakano. Long line down, hop to the top, diagonal down, line back up, little line down, dot at the top, little line down, mountain bump the middle, and curve and close A. Now, the thing that's a little bit different when we make our word for Nina is we're going to go above the lowercase n and we're going to make a little wiggle waggle line. That just means when you say it, instead of saying Nina, you say Nina. Just how we like to pronounce it. I'm going to make an arrow pointing to the ship so that I'm labeling it, so that my reader knows that that ship is the Nina. So let's make sure we have everything here. We used a variety of colors. We labeled, we wrote the name to match each of the ships, and we got all three ships that we were looking to draw for Columbus. The Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the Nina. Oh, so cutie patootie. Now's the time that you're going to go back and color in your picture. Remember to stay in the lines and go back to look for white spots. When you're all done with your picture, you're going to take your two fingers like this and make them touch your thumb. You're going to kiss it and say, masterpiece. Thanks again for coming and drawing with Nakano. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and hope to see you again. Bye, kids.